Welcome to today's Coffee Talk. Hey, we've been doing a whole series on becoming a premium price photographer, doing in-person sales, all the most uncomfortable things. Hopefully, we are giving you some great tips to get over the fear so that you can actually be a legit business and not just a glorified hobby. Right, Anna?
That is correct.
And so today we're going to be talking about, does everybody deserve custom photography?
Yeah. Do they?
Do they? I
I
don't know.
think.
Let's
I don't know.
chat.
Let's chat. Cheers. Okay. So here's the thing. We start businesses, right? And we start really low priced because we are just starting out. We haven't learned much of anything. We might still be using some low end gear, all of that. But then we realize, usually it hits us like a ton of bricks. It did for me when I did a tax return one year.
Yeah.
And I realized I made nothing and I worked my tail off.
Oh.
So we realized that we need to make money. So we need to raise our prices. But then it's like this, and we hit a roadblock. What is that roadblock, Jamie? Something you know so well.
Yeah, it's that you know you need to raise your prices, but you feel this tremendous amount of guilt for raising those prices because you know that you would never be able to afford yourself. And when you get to that category, to that place of being priced out of your own bracket, that is a really hard thing.
Yes, we get that guilt that literally overcomes us. But if we raise our prices, there are going to be people like ourselves who can't afford us. And so we say things. Now, I'm not actually saying me. I'm saying you guys because I've heard it a lot. And I hear it and it's the, I want to be a budget-friendly photographer.
Yeah.
I don't want people to not be able to afford me. I feel like everyone deserves photography. Right? Okay, so
the saying comes to mind right now, if you want to please everybody, you're going to not please anybody.
Oh, that is the truth. That's a good saying.
Yeah, I didn't make it up.
Too bad.
But it's so true. It's like we want to be able to please everybody, including ourselves and our family, which would mean we need to charge higher prices. And we want to give a great service. We want to do all these things. But if we're going to please everybody, we're not going to please anybody because we're not going to really be able to hone it down and get our stuff to a place where we can actually afford to charge more and really serve them fully.
Right, exactly. So we think we can trick ourselves sort of into thinking that everyone deserves to have this service that we are offering. And you know, everybody, so family pictures, I 100% know that family pictures are important.
Yes.
And so family pictures and memories captured, I do think everybody deserves. Yes. Everybody should have pictures. But I can take pictures of my family with my iPhone. Or my dad has this really old point and shoot that he takes pictures with. Right? But the thing is that not everyone deserves custom photography. And I might sound mean, but there's sort of this difference between need and want. And so that is the difference between deserving something, because there are basic things that we as humans deserve, you know, like food, shelter, roof overhead,
love.
You know, the list could go on, right? But then there are things that we want. Like, does everybody deserve a car or that really adorable purse that I want? Or for me, like that amazing lens that I've been eyeballing. Like, do I deserve any of those things? No, I want them. So it's like really distinguishing between the need and the want.
And so they can still get family pictures because there are photographers out there who charge $100 for everything. So they can go to that. So the bottom line is custom photography this whole experience that you're offering
Right.
them, not everybody, that's not something that we are entitled to as human beings. Okay.
Right. But now, one thing that we are entitled to as human beings, at least here in the United States of America, where we live, is minimum wage. You know, I'm not going to get a job at McDonald's and have them pay me $3 an hour. It's not going to happen because it's illegal. But yet, somehow, we are willing to do that to ourselves. We're willing to start a business, and we'll be doing a profit challenge towards the end of this month, beginning of September, actually the first week in September, and you're going to figure out what you're making right now.
Right.
And it could be, and a lot of times when we do this, people are finding out they're making less than minimum wage.
Yeah.
You guys, here's the thing. Everyone does not. Nobody deserves custom photography. But one thing, along with the food, shelter, love, things that we deserve, is to make a living.
Right.
That is what we deserve. Okay.
And not only do we deserve it, our family deserves it.
Oh gosh, yeah. Think about all the time that you're spending away from your family that you're trading for less than $3 an hour. You know, that is insanity. Yeah. Okay. So when we charge these low prices, we are making less than minimum wage, and that is rough. So where do you begin? Okay. You know that you can let go of that guilt, but where do you begin? We talked, I believe it was last week, about where to start in terms of how do you know what you can charge. So maybe you're not quite ready to charge $2,000, but once you do figure out intentionally, and like I said, we'll be working on this a little bit more that first week in September. Once you do figure out where you need to start, or where you even more so need to end up, you can begin inching your way through there. And the whole point of this is to know that guilt cannot be a factor in your pricing. The only guilt that can be a factor in your pricing is guilt towards leaving your family for something that is not worth it. Right. Right.
Absolutely.
Does that ever happen to you, Jamie?
Absolutely. The interesting thing to me is that so many men don't feel the guilt of charging more.
Oh yeah.
Yet we as women do. And why is that? Is it any less important for us to be making money? Especially if I'm leaving my family to go do this. This is, is not, it is a selfish thing for me to go leave my family for hours and hours, do the shoot, do the editing, do the reveal. If I'm not making any money, that's a selfish thing, because it's basically like me feeding a hobby or feeding something that I just want to do for myself. It's not selfish for me to go and do that if I'm actually making a living off of this for other people, my family members, to be able to live off of, right? And so we expect that if we're going to get a service, we expect to pay for that service. So why do we not expect to be paid a fair price? So a lot of this is put onto ourselves. Like, we put it on ourselves. Yeah. So the bottom line is, does everybody deserve custom photography? No, it's a bummer. Everybody, should get family pictures, but they don't need to get it from you. So no, everybody does not deserve custom photography, but everybody deserves a fair wage, like Anna said.
Amen, sister.
So if you want to learn more, where can you learn more, Anna?
Right below this video. Yes, if you want to learn more, go ahead and grab our freebie below, the Photographer's Cheat Sheet to Premium Pricing. It's going to give you about 5 things that you can do to start working your way towards those premium prices. By getting that download, you're also going to get plugged in for our upcoming challenge, the Profit Challenge, which is going to really go through those numbers. Because once you go through those numbers and you realize that you're making, even if you're making $10 an hour, like, is $10 an hour worth what you're putting your family through? It's all of the, like, is it worth, you're being a small business owner, the stress that comes with it, is it worth it? So you're going to figure out all that you're pouring into this business and how much you're actually bringing out of it. So that's going to be really key. You can get plugged into that just by grabbing that download right below this video. And we will see you soon for that challenge.